Welcome back to Economic Village Focus, and on this episode, our focus will be on Techpoint Nigeria.
So, Techpoint Nigeria is a technological media platform that focuses on storytelling of technological developments in Nigeria and Africa. And today we'll be having a discussion with the CEO of Techpoint, Mr. Adewale Yusuf. So, stay tuned. Mr. Adewale, thank you for having us and welcome to Economic Village. Can you please introduce yourself to the public?
Thank you for having me. My name is Adewale Yusuf. I'm the founder and CEO of Techpoint.ng, and that's me.
So, what is TechPoint basically? Because many Nigerians are curious.
So, Techpoint is a media platform, a technology media platform. We focused on startups, entrepreneurs, and technology in Nigeria and Africa as a whole.
How did the idea of TechPoint start in terms of you creating the platform for like over 3 years? Or up
Okay, so we have been in this space, in technology space in Nigeria for more than 7 years, like 8 years. I used to code, I used to be a developer. So, and I used to be working on a platform, a media platform as well. And I left. So one day I came back, I discovered nobody was doing, there was a gap. So nobody was doing the story, nobody was telling the story of founders, startups in Nigeria, local story, local content. So yeah. And
so, just to be clear, sir, you were in the technological space for 7 years, or TechPoint was around for 7 years. Okay.
So I myself have been in technology space. TechPoint marked 3 years this January. So we're 3 years.
You are also a photographer before. How was that, and how did that inspire you into creating TechPoint and all that you're all about today?
So yeah, photography really helped. So we didn't know there was no visual content for the ecosystem. Nobody focused. Nobody was. There was no picture. For the first time, you could see a startup office in Nigeria. It was on TechPoint when we launched, and I used the skills that I have from photography. I just used it and my equipment, my camera, and it was boom. So it just picked up.
In other words, the photography helped you to develop TechPoint and package it well as a brand for Nigerian startup and technology for the technology market. So, can you talk about the operations and the activities of TechPoint as a whole today?
So what we do at TechPoint is simple. We have a platform called Techpoint.ng. Here we have different. We have the editorial room and the editorial team. They're in charge of the content, writing the content, publishing the content online, going for events. And we have the video team, the production team. So they are in charge of videos, photography, the pictures, and we have the admin. So we manages the other stuff, and yeah, everybody's hands-on. So yeah, that's what we do. Just move around.
Um, in terms of the operations of TechPoints, I realize that it's more online. Are you looking to go into like production of videos or maybe documentaries or all the likes in terms of your operations?
Yeah, sure. We do video. I mean, we shoot videos. We have a lot of videos, Vox Pop and Co. And yeah, tech documentary. That's what we're doing. We are still going to do that. That's fine. But print, we are not going to print any magazine. Maybe not anytime soon. It's not in our agenda. Everything is still going to be soft copy.
What's a typical day like at TechPoint?
Typical day, the way we work is different though. So we it's not every time we come to the office, but Mondays we are always on at the office. So if I want to say typical day on Monday, sometimes we have meeting in the morning on Mondays once a week, and then you see it, you go to different things. How was your week? Look at everybody. What are they doing? What are they working on? And at the evening, I have meetings, lot of meetings. Trust me, I have a lot of meetings. So, and then strategy, then spend time with my team. But I don't go anywhere on Monday, so I spend the time with my team. So my typical Monday meeting is always exhausting. I always get home tired, like tired.
In one of the interviews I read that you gave, You said that one of the issues that you had when you were starting TechPoint was getting the right people or the right team. And so, have you been able to achieve that? And what was the strategy, or how did you overcome the challenge of getting the right team to function in TechPoint?
Yeah, I mean, team is always going to be a challenge. People is going to be a challenge. Many people are unemployable. Young people are unemployable. They don't have much skills and they're not willing to learn. So, but because of our experience now, we've been able to build a solid team that could actually scale us through this phase. And we're still looking for talented people to join our team every time in different area, business and go. So yeah, it's a challenge we are overcoming. We are getting to learn more about people. We built a brand that is now attracting the right talent, because sometimes your brand has to attract the right talent. The right talent is not just about money. They need to know that you will contribute to their growth. Yeah, that's one thing we've learned over here.
That's very good, sir. And so, can you talk about the Nigerian tech industry as a whole and its prospects and the whole ecosystem and where it is right now, where the Nigerian tech industry is right now?
So it's still at the infancy stage. We are going to grow because the population is increasing and the education gap is being bridged every day. It's being closed. People are actually working a lot to close that gap. So yes, it's going to grow and it's growing. And at this stage, everybody just needs to give a chill and keep hustling and doing what they're doing and know that one day things are going to pick up. But at this stage, it's just a lot of individual effort for now. So yeah, it's at a good stage. Not.
Okay, so we agree then that the Nigerian tech industry is at an infancy stage. So what can we do as a nation and as tech enthusiasts and TechPoint, for example, do to make it go to the next level in terms of development, so that so that it can level in comparison with other developed nations?
So, what people should do, what the nation should do, people should embrace the local content as well. People should embrace the local software. People should embrace it's not every time. All these startups people are building is some people that they are building it for. So we need Nigerians to believe in it that this thing is going to work. So and TechPoint the impact of TechPoint, at least we are trying as much as possible to make the industry exciting, to encourage people to create platform for the young people, because this thing can't grow without the young people. The young people are still the ones to embrace it. The way they embrace music now, you understand. There's no club, no place you go. It's Nigerian music. It's the same way tech had to be embraced for you to grow. We have to embrace it like, oh, this is what I'm using. This local stuff, and young people need to aspire to actually work in most of these organizations. Yeah, so that's what we are trying to contribute every time. We are using our event to create a platform where people come together, connect and stuff.
Yeah, personally, I feel like TechPoint is doing a lot in terms of making young people embrace technology in Nigeria with with the events that you organize and even the information that you put out on your website, because you don't get that information everywhere else. So, what industries do you feel are lagging behind in the Nigerian tech ecosystem, and how can they the embrace change, or improve their operations through technology?
I think the good thing about Nigeria now is everybody is picking up. Every industry, trust me, even farming, they are picking up. The banking industry, they are really picking up, and so I think everybody is doing what they can do, and everybody is jumping on the tech wave just to make it happen. And our adoption is actually impressive. So it's going to get better. So I can't even pinpoint one industry that, oh, what's this industry not doing well? But I think at least even the Nollywood, the music movie, they are trying to fight piracy with technology. So yeah.
So, what about the government? Do you feel the Nigerian government has done enough to support IT and technology in the space? You got interested in technology, and from the knowledge that you have of the industry.
Done enough. They've not started. I don't think they've started. Well, at least we've seen some interest, genuine or not. We've seen them acknowledging that yeah, some guys are there, and but you know what actually drives technology or growth is policy. Sometimes they just need the right policy, and it's sad that some of them don't even see most of these things as an opportunity. But I think the right people are still trying to figure it out. So when it comes to government, I don't try to do the blame game, and you just can't start talking from on them from morning till evening. So I just try to keep my.
So just in response to what you said, the right policy. So I'm curious to know, like, what kind of policy do you feel will, that if implemented, will take Nigeria to this stage in terms of government support? I know you said you don't want to talk about government.
First, I think technology, local content adoption, local technology adoption, there should be a way things are being regulated in that way. So that's the first thing I would say, and maybe the last thing, because I'm always careful with all these people and the government. But there are a lot of policies that should drive this market, and most of them are not actually saying it. And what is going to eat us all soon is hard. But we're here.
So, what are the challenges that Nigerian tech startups face, and how can they, beat these challenges in terms of solutions to the issues that they face in the Nigerian market today?
Infrastructure is key. I mean, like, imagine we are running on generator now that we are here. We are running on generator. The internet itself. If the government could actually help with most of this infrastructure, trust me, guys will fix stuff out. One of our challenge is actually infrastructure, and again talent as well. Then funding comes to it. So that layer: infrastructure, talent, and funding, not the other way around.
Infrastructure, talent, and funding. And how have you, TechPoint as a case study, how have you been able to fight these challenges? I mean, rise above these challenges that you have been facing?
We keep fighting every day. We believe in what we do a lot. We believe in this market, and that's why we're putting in everything. And you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked how much. You'll be shocked how much we spend on most of these things every day, and we had to even be training some of our own people ourselves and get the right people, just be training them and co. So yeah, we're still fighting most of these challenges.
Okay, so then in the area of funding, I know, okay, yes, the tech market in Nigeria is not favorable per se, but what ways or how can tech startups access funding, probably through angel investors or venture capitalists, or, from your own experience?
So first, we need to encourage local investors to invest. People are getting foreign investment, but one thing we should know: the people funding from outside, Nigeria is not their primary market. We need to get people that actually this is their local market, and they need to understand that this is a long-term game. Because the challenge with local investors is they just want to get the money right away and actually move. So we need to get other guys. We need to get the local guys to be part of the game and co.
For for young IT entrepreneurs that want to access funding in Nigeria, how can they access this funding?
Okay, there are different opportunities, but I think the best way is still on tech points. If you search for funding opportunity, you see a lot. We have some local investors that actually fund, and sometimes when we feature people as well, there are some people when you attend. For example, we have Pitch Fridays when you just get to share your idea and this thing, and some people listen as well. So when you join most of this community, you follow platforms like TechPoint, you get to know that there are some of these opportunities as well.
So I understand that TechPoint has done a lot in terms of education of Nigerians on IT, or what are the other plans to keep Nigerians more engaged in IT? Maybe through engagement in schools. It could not just, maybe not primarily universities, but even secondary and primary school, maybe to teach them coding. Are there plans of that nature that TechPoint has?
Okay, so we have some things in plan. I can't discuss them now, but we one thing you should know is education is first for us to educate the market, to get people. Our goal is to take tech mainstream, to get everybody to embrace technology. And we are doing as much as possible. We're not just trying to get people from the university, we are actually looking for partners as well. We are planning on partners to make sure we get students to get the right direction on the internet, because eventually they are still going to get on the internet, but what are they going to be searching for? What's the knowledge that is going to they are going to have? We want to get there before they are ready.
Thank you. Mr. Adewale, what do you think is the next big thing in the Nigerian tech industry? I know many people think is artificial intelligence. What are your thoughts on this?
So, yeah, artificial intelligence is the next big thing, the fourth industrial revolution, but not just for Nigeria. It's a global thing. Nigeria, we our adoption rate is high. We adopt things so fast. Recently, Mark Zuckerberg was presenting, and he showed UBA chatbot, a chatbot that people use in Nigeria, which was fascinating. So, yeah, is going to chatbots. AI is interesting, but it's a global thing. We This part of the country, of the world, we are used to adoption more than creation. So I just pray this time around we are part of the creation.
Are there any steps TechPoint is taking artificial intelligence?
That's why we are organizing the TechPoint Inspired. Most of the conversation there is about the blockchain, artificial intelligence, and currency, cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin and co, but actually the educating people on what it is, blockchain, and yeah, robotics, AR, VR. So yeah, that's what we are doing with Inspire.
So then finally, what is your advice to young Nigerians that are maybe just coming out of school, or not young Nigerians that are passionate or want to set up a venture, most especially a technological venture? What's based on your experience and your story, what do you feel is the best advice to lead them on the right path?
Get an education, learn from people, be humble. Humility is key. You have to learn. You have to learn. Don't be scared of failure. Don't be fail as much as possible, but learn from it. But don't fail in one thing twice, and move forward. And know that this is the best time ever, because the entry barrier is very low, and with your laptop you can do amazing stuff. And let's rock the world. Just do it.
Yes, sir. When you said get an education, do you mean your BSc or MSc?
No, education is not just what you learn in school this time around. You learn yourself. The YouTube is there, all the platforms are there. You learn self-education. You need to learn so fast, because even the AI is teaching itself coding, talk less of we. So you have to learn, and this is not the BSc part.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adewale Yusuf. Thank you for gracing us with your presence at Economic Village. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Adewale Yusuf. I'm the CEO of Techpoint Nigeria. Keep watching Economic Village and subscribe.